Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching yet another episode of Lima Shenanigans of 1977. And now time for the end of the month report from our host with Shenanigans statements of the Statesman. And now here is the Statesman of Shenanigans himself, Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. This is episode 1481 of the show, and this is the eighth edition of Shenanigans Statesmen of the Statesman. You say that 5 times fast, right? Shenanigans Statesmen of the Statesman. This is the 8th edition of it, so this will be about spring 2024. As you know, we are approaching summer, and that summer is only, 4 days away from today. This is June 16, 2024, 5:03 p.m. Today is also Father's Day. I want to wish all the fathers that I know, including my father, Charlie, a happy Father's Day. And I love you, Dad, and you guys, and Dad, you totally rock. And I'm really looking forward to seeing you, accomplish what you need to accomplish. And I love you, and I'm very proud to be your son. And despite all the stuff that we go through, I still love you, and I wish you the best and happy Father's Day. So we have a lot of fun. So, as we approach now spring 2024, I'll tell you what, it's been a crazy spring. Let me tell you. I mean, the weather's getting even hotter, and it's going to be hotter this week. And a lot of very interesting stuff has happened. Has happened from time to time and everything else. And baseball season just started. You got the hockey season about over. The Bruins, the Panthers have been proven to be the new Eastern powerhouse, and if they win one more game, and I believe Tuesday they're playing, so Game 5. So if they win there, they'll be the new Stanley Cup champions over the Edmonton Oilers. That's a big deal for Florida. And then you got the NBA Finals right now with the Celtics up 3-1. They have an opportunity to close it out tomorrow at the TD Bank North Garden. And I warned my pastor and his wife. I warned my pastor because he and his wife are going to be vacationing. We're going to be up in Boston. I said and they're staying at the hotel where possibly the duck boats go. I said if the Celtics win, if the Celtics win tomorrow night, expect a lot of noise to be made there. So, because I want to make sure they get some sleep and all that. And I know they have a lot of stuff to do and all that. So that's pretty good. I went through a lot. This past week has been a very, very eventful week. To say the least, it's been like I said, I was kind of like scapegoated on the internet because of actions. I don't want to talk about it. I've already spoken about it on a separate video, of course. But I figured that I had to put some rulings down and everything else. I had to ban a few more names. I kind of feel bad to do so because But the thing here is that I do believe that thanks to a lot of good friends of mine who tell me, hey, don't let anybody get to you. I've learned that I think the best way to deal with a situation is trying to be of rational mind, of rational thoughts, without resorting to basically schoolyard tactics. You know what I mean? Like elementary schoolyard tactics, because a lot of people are resorting to that as of late. So me, being the elder statesman, that was not just a nickname given to me by a good friend of mine, a good friend of my channel and all. It was, I felt like, not that I just earned it as well, is that I personally believe that as the oldest member of the Rant and Rave podcast, I want to set the example, not just by talking about it, just being about it. I don't do politics or religion on my channels because, one, to me, religion is more of a do than it's just say. You know what I mean? Because in the Bible it says not just be hearers of the word, but doers of it. I try to set an example of what kind of person I can be, a person that's brought up in the church and everything else, not force force the philosophy, not force the agenda down everyone's throats. That's not my deal. That's not how I do things. But I want to set an example. So I figured if I stay away from politics, I stay away from religion, as far as talking about that, then I'm good, you know. And I'm, you know, just because of that doesn't mean, I don't know, I like going to church, I like talking to my friends there, and, you know, listen to my pastor and hear what he has to say, and you get a lot. You get a lot out of it, and it also can help you think. It makes you think about a lot of things in life, you know. Let's see, what else? Yeah, so I went through, I went through something this past week, and I decided to address it in a separate video that has nothing to do with the show, and I got a lot of positive feedback on it, and I appreciate all the positive feedback. A lot of people say they respect me, they show me some respect, and that's, basically that's what I'm asking for, and I don't demand it. I don't demand any respect. I try to work hard for it and earn it. That's what I want to do. I want to earn that respect. And just being very, very thankful for my life, and being thankful for, like I said, I talked about this on the 300 subscriber special. And by the way, I still want to thank everybody for subscribing to my channel. I think it's really, really cool. Because this was what I thought about this goal, and I figured, should I? Because I thought I was going to reach this goal towards the end of the year, or halfway through the year, and here I am, boom, over 300 subscribers, only 302 subscribers now. Again, I want to thank everybody for subscribing and supporting this channel. It's a channel about positivity, fun, and everything else. I don't want to call out people or call people names. The only time I will call people names is when I joke around with my friends and having a good time, or just sit there and shake, or diss the whammy on Press Your Luck, or the Devil and the Joker's Wild, the Dragon on Tic Tac Toe, or that Rotten Lightning on Bullseye, and or diss wrestlers like the Young Bucks, or Drew McIntyre, or the Miz if he turns heel again. They try to be an old school wrestling heckler type of deal. Yeah, I fawn over Tony Storm, Io Sky, Harley Cameron, Gigi Dolan, Nikita Lyons, Hikaru Shida, and, Mina Shirakawa. Everybody picks on me about that, but, like, would you shut up about her, Tony Storm already? And all that, just have a lot of fun. Me and Jordan, we're like Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby Heenan, we always joke around. I always say, will you stop? And all this good stuff, and we have a lot of fun. And I am very, very thankful for the friends I made on the internet. I have a lot of friends. I was so blessed with so many friends, and it was hard for me when I did the 300 subscriber special to thank everybody. I mean, I'd be like Chris Jericho with that 1,001 holds list, and just hold the microphone and just like read them off. Read it off and have. It's like a little kid, like, hey Santa, this is what I'm gonna get. This is what I want you to get me. It had this long list, and the paper goes like to the hallway or something like that, and all that good stuff, man. But yeah, so it's been quite the eventful week, and we're entering a new week where it's transitioning from spring to summer. Summer's gonna get hotter, of course, and it's gonna be a lot of stuff happening. It's gonna be a lot of crazy stuff, man. It's like, wow. So I'm going to be very careful this summer, of course, and I'm debating whether or not I should go to see the fireworks Thursday and skip a day for Rant and Rave, and just and do a little bit of a report afterwards, and who knows. If it rains, it could be the next day, which is fine, or if it's during the weekend, I can deal with that, That means it could be the re-debut of Roadside Shenanigans. It'll be the 25th anniversary of that, and I will tell you why that is, because 1999 was the year I finally drove. I finally got my driver's license back, and even though sometimes when you're 16 years old, you jump a car right away. But it took me time for my mind to develop how to drive a car, so it took me a little longer than actually 16. I went, went 22 years old. Like I said, towards the end of May, that's what happened. and got my license, and it was a lot of hard work to be done, and ever since then it's been really, really cool, and I was able to drive to work by myself, and just trying to develop my confidence in trying to drive in the snow. I think I survived that this past winter and all that good stuff, and I'm always trying to be careful, and just gonna have some fun, Yeah, so again, like I said, 2011 is when I started open up a YouTube channel, and it was not, and it was smooth sailing for the first 5 years on my first channel, and call it the People's Lima. And that was how it all started until I gave a shout out to a good friend of mine, Jason DeCanio, and that's when the trolls started coming after me. For what reason? So Jason explained to me what was going on. I said, okay. But it kept on going until 2018. It stopped for a while. Then it started up again in 2020. I figured out they must be bored during the pandemic, and they had a lot of pent-up aggression or something, pent-up frustration or something like that. And they brought up a lot of insensitive stuff at the time, too. And I was driven to tears at one point. And it was really tough, but because of the threat, I had to open up a new channel in 2018 because there was a threat of my channel being taken down, and so just in case that happened, I had to open up a backup channel, which I called WEML TV Channel 77. I decided to act like it was like a TV radio station or TV/radio station type deal. I had a lot of fun with it until 2022, a couple years ago. I know I went through some kind of drama. Being part of Rant and Rave in 2021, went through some drama there for a while. I stepped out for a bit, and I was just trying to get used to the whole thing of being a part of a podcast and all that. And not only that, at the same time, I was dealing with drama in the game show community. And I remember 2021 was one of the toughest years, especially the holiday seasons. The holiday seasons for me, as of late, has not been the same. But little by little, it's getting, 2021 was the toughest holiday season I ever had, because my father was fighting COVID in the hospital, but at the same time, the game show community had a little bit of drama going on there too. So I was under a lot of stress at that time too, a lot of mental stress, and I remember, I was in tears a couple of times over that, but thankfully my father's alive, and well. And then we end up having some family reconnections last year of the holidays. So a lot of family reconnections this year. Last year and this year, of course. And I thought, this house used to be quiet at one point, but now it's back with some little chaos, and which is a good thing, Maybe that's what we needed, just needed some time apart, the period of times where, okay, we can be quiet and all that, but then that's the same. But then it came back, and everybody's talking and laughing and having a good time, and with a smile on my face. So it's like, okay, yeah, this is good. This is good stuff. Really. Let's see what else has happened. Yeah, so 2022, of course, I then come to find out that finding out that this game here, this game here was coming out for the Switch. I was really excited, and I never thought this, like I said, I never thought something like this would happen. And all these games, I'm like, oh, this is cool. I annoyed the heck out of Jordan for this, so it was so funny. And then it finally came out, but then just as soon as it came out, then we had to move out of the house, so the house can be de-leaded and all that, and because I think a year ago, also a lot of stress. 2020 was the most stressful year I ever had, post-pandemic wise. My nephew was tested positive for lead, and that's when it prompted the health inspector and everything else come over and say we had to de-lead this house and all that. So, and we did move out for a while, for a month, and they were supposed to work on our house, and too many people were slacking on it, and we were not very happy, obviously. And so it's like, and then they says, and we told the health inspector whether or not we have to move back in. we have no other place to go. We moved back in the beginning, and towards the end of July, beginning of August, and then so we couldn't go anywhere else in the house. That was a tough part. And then, come to find out, our house passed inspection, and that's where we decided to move everything. I was in the middle of in the process of that year, 2022, moving everything up here and getting ready to be up here. And then once our house passed inspection, since we couldn't do anything, I rehooked the computer back up, and I did return to Rant and Rave for a bit. Being over a month away from Rant and Rave was pretty tough. And being away from everybody on the internet and being away from the internet was really, really tough, and I was going crazy. So, so there's that. And then then after we passed inspection, I was going to move everything back up. I was like, wait a minute, the Portuguese feast is on, so I better go and celebrate. And talked to all my friends there and all that. It was a lot of fun. And then after the feast was over, time to get everything set up. And then around August the 20th was the official move-in to this new room here. And then I decided once everything is settled, I will go and open up a new channel. And after I decided, my second channel did not live up to, my first channel almost had 300 subscribers, but like I said, due to the threats of it closing down by trolls and all that, I set up a second channel. Then it didn't do as well as the first channel did, but then when I set up this channel, and it took off like hotcakes, man, and now I'm here, over 300 plus subscribers. Thank you guys so much. And again, it's just, like I said, I couldn't reiterate this enough. I went through more bumps in the road, opened up this new channel, but getting my head clear and all that, and I can really now focus on, doing the stuff that I want to do. It's a lot of fun, and I think one of these days I'm going to give you a room update, because a lot of things have changed, obviously, because buying more things off the internet, it could change. It changes you. It changes the room completely. It changes everything completely around. It's really crazy, to say the least, and just having a good time. It's just now, and also, like I said, we're, the Celtics could be on the precipice of getting New England its first post-pandemic championship. As you know, ever since the pandemic hit, that championship magic has left. And I believe the Red Sox were the last team prior to, I don't know, potentially tomorrow, who knows, was the last time the last time a New England sports team won a championship was the Red Sox back in 2018. Or was it the New England Patriots in 2018-19 to their sixth Super Bowl, defeating the Rams? I gotta look at that and see if let me just check this. Let me just check this out. Super Bowl. Super Bowl. And okay, it would be okay. It was the Patriots, because the Red Sox. It was. It was the Red Sox. It was the Patriots. Excuse me. It was the New England Patriots that were the last team to win a Super Bowl, win a championship for New England before the pandemic hit. So the Celtics have an opportunity tomorrow to be the first team to win a championship in New England sports after the pandemic. So the Celtics have an opportunity to make history here, which is really, really huge. Let's see. I'm trying to think of something else I want to talk about. Yeah, there's been a lot of stuff that happened on Rant and Rave and all that. We got to, like I said, earlier this year, we got to interview some TNA wrestlers. former TNA World Champions. That's a big, big deal. Interviewing the former champ Alex Shelley and the current champ Moose. That was a huge honor. And now, with this big thing about WWE and TNA working together, NXT and TNA, you know, a lot of people want to see Joe Hendry in the WWE. Joe Hendry on NXT. A lot of people want to see, Josh Alexander on the male stuff. If people don't say, do we want to see top AJ Francis back in the WWE? That's a question I want to know. It was like if AJ Francis comes back to WWE, Michael Cole's going to roast him again, call him flop dollar and all that. So, but well, we shall see what happens, because a lot of things could happen. Heat waves coming up. Next month we know Io Sky is going to travel back to Japan to wrestle in Marigold for the first time. Wrestled in Japan for quite a while, and she was going to wrestle Utami Hayashida, and it was her dream to face her, and she didn't get a chance to have a match with her due to the fact that she went to the WWE. So we don't know when Julia will make her WWE appearance, NXT appearance, and I don't know, because it's not going to be a heat wave, obviously. So unless it's heat, I'd be shocked if it's heat wave. But then, well, we shall see what happens, because anything can happen at this rate in time. Who knows? AEW will probably say, "Hey, let's finally work with these guys and see what we got." Hey, listen, having time as Tony Storm in the WWE ring again, that'll be great. Holly Cameron, same thing. Me and Shirakawa, I would love that. You kidding me? So yeah. So what's on the docket on the Shenanigan agenda this week? This my own agenda, and I'm not talking about political or religious or anything. It's my personal Shenanigan agenda. Shenanigans. Shenanigans. Agenda? Did I just made up a word? Shenanigan and agenda combined with the Shenanigandas? The Shenanigandas. The Shenanigandas. 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 Shenanigans and agendas. Shenanigandas. Boy, I can amaze myself sometimes. So what's going on the Shenanigandas? Or Shenanigandas? This week, as you know, this will be the final Martindale Monday for spring of 2024. We'll talk about Monday Night Raw, the fallout from Clash at the Castle. All I know is Drew McIntyre's got to be a very, very angry, psychotic Scotsman. And he could be running roughshod on Monday Night Raw. If I were Adam Pearce, I would be ready with security. Because if not, there could be a lot. Monday Night Raw, once Drew McIntyre gets done with it, could end up turning into a MASH unit. So if I were Adam Pearce, get it ready. Then you got, let me see, you got Trebek Tuesday, of course. NXT, as they're going to be working towards Heatwave. Could be, of course, let's see, the final Trebek Tuesday before of spring 2024. The final Wild Wednesday of 2024. You got Dynamite coming as this Wednesday. Dynamite, where June 19th. It's Juneteenth. Where there'll be a contract signed between the two lovely ladies, Timeless Tony Storm, Mina Shirakawa. Nigel McGuinness on Collision this past Saturday was in rare form on commentary. Let me tell you, if you don't know what I'm talking about, watch and hear. I know during the Blackpool Combat Club's entrance and during the no DQ match between Deonna Purrazzo and Thunder Rosa. Trust me, Nigel McGuinness was on rare form. He was in rare form, man. It was great. It was great to say the least. Yeah, and the Bofa Boys will be coming back tomorrow afternoon. I know the Putnam brothers had a family gathering to get to. I miss family gatherings. It was a lot of fun. Great to see what the Bofa Boys are up to. like I said, they contributed to my channel in a way. For the 300 subscribers. Like I said, again, I want to thank them. I'll thank the Rant and Rave podcast, Chayton and his crew, Mason, Dragon, and all them. Like I said, it's been a very eventful week. It could have been more eventful if the Celtics could have won Friday, but they decided we're going to put our foot off the gas. Let's give the Mavericks a win. Well, many people call it a gentleman's sweep. It's like, okay, you're up 3 games, nothing. Let them win Game 4, and then we win Game 5. It's a gentleman's sweep. So, yeah. And the Red Sox beat the Yankees last night, so that's good. So they're playing against them tonight. I think my pastor says him and his wife might be taking the Red Sox-Yankee game. I remember my first Red Sox game was against the Yankees. Tom Bolton was their starting pitcher back in 1990. I think the Sox won like 6-4 in that game. I think that was the final score, if I'm not mistaken. And it was the Red Sox were in first place, the Yankees were in last. So, will this mean that I could be wearing another one of these pretty soon later on in the week? This is the 2008 championship hat. So, this is the last time the Celtics won a championship. So, will I get to wear another one of those? One of these? We'll find out for sure. I'm going to try to wear it tomorrow after work for good luck. Hopefully, the Celtics do make it. So it's gonna get crazy, to say the least. Shoot, I gotta think about a lot of things, man. Like, hello. I'm trying to be funny here. Yeah, a lot of stuff has happened. Great things, good things have happened. So, as spring of 2024 about to come to a close, summertime is right around the corner, folks. The only thing that sucks nowadays is no Rocky Point, man. I miss Rocky Point. I always said, screw the Whalen City Festival, screw the Portuguese Feast. I'm going to Rocky Point and driving all the way to freaking Warwick. But nowadays, you probably can't go to Rhode Island because of all the bridge and all that stuff going on there. So it's like, that kind of sucks. So, So, we shall see what happens later on this week. I'm kind of looking forward to this week. It's coming Friday, I get paid, so I'll probably then buy some stuff. I usually buy stuff off the internet nowadays. It's like, why bother? Just get a gift card, come home, load in your gift card, load in your crap, buy your crap online, it gets in the mail, I got this, and all that good stuff. It's like, it is surreal. It is surreal. Let me tell you. It's surreal. Yeah, so what a week. Well, so what a week I had. What a week. Quite the eventful week. So we'll see what happens this coming week as we transition from spring to summer. And we already had summer-like weather. We already put in early our AC, our air conditioners, man. Let me tell you. So, brand new week to start off. And for those of my local friends, Panera will be closed for one more week until the remodeling's done, and they're probably going to grand open the sucker back up. Panera at the mall is closed for right now, and so it's going to be a lot of fun. Itchy ears. Ooh, ew. Okay, so ears can be itchy, and a lot of things can happen. Okay, that's all the time we have on the show. Episode 1481, the 8th edition of the Shenanigans Statements of the Statesman. As I talk about what happened this past spring, as we know, we are basically 4 days away from summertime. I can't even sing for a hill of beans. I'm not gonna sing. That's why Romy does not. My good friend Jerome Latimer does not like singing because we can't carry a tune if we try to. We can carry our own bags, but we can't carry a tune. So we'll see what happens. So I will see you later. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Be blessed. And until the next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, take us home. That is all for today's episode. This is your announcer speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, doing for Bob Saget Productions, and in association with Raven Bofa Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching today's episode. Tune in next time for another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Goodbye for now.